Welcome to a dose of O. Oh my God, I am so super excited to be premiering my new show, A Dose of O, with you guys this evening. Wow, I have thoroughly missed you. I've thoroughly been missing being on this platform, sharing energy with you guys and super dope topics. For those of you that know me, you know my name is Miss O, Omika. I used to do my show called The Miss O Show with Swangin'. And I also was on Radio Network and just done a bunch of different things in the entertainment industry. I'm an entertainment girl. But, you know, I took a little time off for myself. I had to do some healing, some growth, some work on myself. And guess what? Your girl's back. She's back. And I'm rusty, okay? I am rusty because one thing I will be doing on this show is being very transparent. And I'm going to just let y'all know that it has taken me a while to get this together, to present this to you guys the right way. But nevertheless, we are here, and I am so excited to be here with you guys tonight. As I said before, I took a little break just to work on myself, just a little growth, a little healing. I had to take some time to unlearn some things, figure out who the hell I was, figure out, who Omika is. There's so many times that we're like moving through this thing called life, and we're just navigating, and we believe we know who we are, but we genuinely don't truly know, and we're not organically moving through life as ourselves. We're moving based off of what our parents told us we were, our peers, our teachers, whomever, and we never take the time to really stop and pause and say, hey, does this even align with me? Am I even happy moving through this way? Am I stunting my growth because I'm not really taking inventory of who I genuinely feel happy as? And I just stopped and had to take some time to do that for me. But I have missed you guys. I truly have missed you guys. Wow, the show, A Dose of O. I mean, I know you guys are like, oh my God, I am so sick of podcasts. I am tired of these damn podcasts. It's like a gazillion of them. So trust me, I understand. I get it. Oh, before we start, listen, make sure you get your drink, okay? It is 9:00 here where I'm at. But if you're watching it now on a Wednesday, it's 8. This is pre-recorded, whatever. But it's 9:00 for me, and I gotta have my little sippy sip. So make sure that you grab yourself a drink, get in a comfortable place, and just be ready to have a little chat with your girl. We're gonna have a little chat, okay? I'm not gonna keep you guys long because this is going to be a space where it's going to be just dropping in and just sharing some great nuggets, just dropping in and just having real transparent, real conversations about the things that's plaguing us in our communities, and just things that we may need to work on, but that we're just not talking about. We're not connecting the dots and doing the work. So A Dose of O, we're going to be talking about self-growth. We're going to be talking about discipline, lifestyle, wellness. So we're going to be, finances, because all of us, I don't want to say all of us, but majority of us are working on our finances, And especially with the way this economy is, finances is definitely a big one. But we're also going to be talking about our confidence and our identity. Because as I said before, I had to sit with myself and really determine who Omika is. Who am I? What do I want in my life? And as I am now, I realized I was not moving and living authentically from my soul purpose. I like that. So we're going to walk through in this journey together, and we're going to come out on the other side, making sure that all of us are authentically walking in our life purpose as our organic and authentic selves. Okay. That is what I want you guys to take away from this show. And when you watch this show, you're looking forward to being like, okay, what are we learning today? What are we releasing today? What are we gaining today? Because that's what it's about. I had to start to become very intentional with my life. Okay. The last couple of years, my favorite word has been intentional, because I had to become intentional about who I spend my time with, what I look at, what I read, where I go. I had to become intentional, because I had to put myself on a pedestal and say, hey, I'm not for everything and I'm not for everybody. And just because it's happening doesn't mean O needs to be there. And just because you know me doesn't mean O needs to have a conversation with you. And just because you've had access to me before doesn't mean that you still have access to me, because I had to learn how to put myself first and make sure that I was pouring into me and making sure that my cup was full before I started pouring into other people. And I also realized that sometimes I was pouring into environments and people that were not reciprocating, that were not receiving me. And they were also just being in my space for what they were getting out of me. And no, we're not doing that, baby. Because I'm not saying it's a tit for tat. I'm not saying that everything you give out, you have to get back. What I am saying is that when you start pouring into people and you realize you're pouring way more into them than you're receiving, that's when you gotta, honey, Control Alt Delete. I like that one. Control Alt Delete their asses. Okay, listen, unapologetically. So I created, this show, Dose of O, because I'm a very transparent person. I feel like a lot of us just show the highlights of our lives. You look on social media and everybody's posting all the amazing things that's happening, all the wonderful things they have going on. And absolutely nothing wrong with that, because I do that too. But I do believe that it's very important to also show the aspects and areas of your life where you have struggled or you're still struggling. And then show your journey, because you never know how many people there are out there that are going through the same thing that you're going through, and they have no clue how to even get through it. You guys can come together and help each other, or they can see how you prospered and how you persevered forward and say, hey, you know what? I can too. I can do that. You literally could be the person that decides, that could be their deciding factor of whether they decide to take their life tomorrow, or they say, hey, if she or he made it, I can make it too. So I'm just saying, we got to do a little better. You know what I'm saying? Because yes, of course, sharing the dark sides of you, the ugly sides of you, the not attractive sides of you is very vulnerable. But that is the biggest thing that we struggle with, is being vulnerable. And I'm the biggest one of that. I really struggle with being vulnerable because, of course, I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to be taken advantage of. I don't want to be laughed at and all those type of things. However, I've come to realize that as much work as I've done, there's absolutely nothing you can say, do, feel, or whatever about me that I have not probably said, done, or felt about myself, and have come to peace with it. And I am truly okay with it. So whatever you got to say has no warrant on my life. I'm going to still get up in the morning, smile, and carry my little pretty ass right along in this world and continue to be best of myself. Okay. So I'm just saying that I do feel like as humans in this, we do owe ourselves to be transparent, to share the good, the bad, the ugly, blah, blah, blah. We do. And I also think that sometimes when you do that, it's a release, because it's hard walking around here trying to act like you're perfect all the time. Trust me, I'm speaking from a person that is a perfectionist and have had to work my ass off to not be so much as a perfectionist, because it was really causing me to drive myself crazy. Okay. So I had to get to the point where I was like, listen, this is life. Shit happens. Some things go good. Some things go bad. Some people stay. Some people go. Get some stuff. You lose some stuff. You understand? So like, you learn how to roll with the punches. And if you don't know how to roll with the punches, your ass gonna get punched. Woo. So what I truly hope that you get from this show is, if you are someone who wants to grow, wants to evolve, wants to live an intentional life, this is genuinely the space for you. I hope that you're able to walk away from this show and say, hey, I really learned some ways to put myself first. I really learned some ways to get off of autopilot. I really learned some ways to, really get into my fitness and my health journey, or whatever the case is. Because there is an abundance of content out there that is suppressing us, that is keeping us stagnant. It's not pushing us forward. Okay. We have an abundance of content that is continuously pushing the same damn narratives. Okay. And at the end of the day, we need to grow. We need to get our shit together and grow. So anyone who has seen my show before, you know that I love guests. I love my guests. I love to interview people. I love to talk to them. I love to dig all up in their heads. I love to, share energy with my guests, because I feel like when you're talking about something and you have a topic, it lands harder when you are talking to someone that has experience within that topic. So be prepared to meet some amazing people. Be prepared to see some great interviews with some great people, because of course, you got it lined up. And again, this is just going to be something that is relaxed. Look at it like we're just having a conversation. We're just chit-chatting. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just fluffing our hair, or if you're a guy, rubbing your fade. You know what I'm saying? We're just having a little conversation. That's all it is. Nothing formal. I hope that you are in your house watching this and your feet are propped up and you got your drinky drink and you're just sitting here relaxed, because that is the vibe that A Dose of O is going to be about. Now, I'm not going to keep you guys long, as I said, but even though this is my premiere episode, I do have a topic for you tonight. So, my topic for you tonight is getting off of autopilot. Getting off of autopilot. Now, when I think of the word autopilot, I instantly think of a pilot flying a plane and he pressing that button and putting that bad boy on autopilot, and he gets to sit back and put his feet up and, well, I don't want to say grab a drink because he don't even, but gets to get a little comfortable compared to him having to fly the plane, right? Or like if you put your bills on auto pay, which I could never do that. My anxiety would be through the roof. But basically autopilot meaning something moving on its own and you don't have to sit here and, pay attention to it. You don't have to micromanage it. It's just kind of moving and gliding on its own, right? And so a lot of times we do that because it's convenient, it's easy, but we can just do it and not have to worry about it. But then we forget about the fact that, hey, we still need to check on this shit and make sure that it's performing the way it needs to be. We need to check on it and make sure that it's just not running amok and it's not yielding the type of results that we need it to yield, right? So I realized that there was a lot of aspects and areas in my life that I was operating on autopilot. And it took a lot of wrong turns and disappointments and tears and pain to really become aware of the fact that something had to change. Like, I was sick of my own shit. Baby, you ever want to change your life? You will change your life when you get sick and tired of your own shit. When you are like, I have blamed everyone and everything around me, but I am still sitting here as the last and only common denominator. So it's got to be me, and I'm sick of it, and I want change, and I'm tired of the same experiences, so I got to do the work. And that's exactly what happened to me. A lot of times we don't want to take accountability. It's so much easier to say, you did this and you did that and they did this and they did that and this happened to me because of this and because of that and this job let me go. Okay, that's fine. By all means, do you, boo-boo kitty. Continue to blame everything and everyone else. However, once you're done blaming everything and everyone else, guess who's still sitting there with you? You're still sitting there with you with the same results and the same experiences, and nothing has or will change. Please do me a favor and make it make sense, because while you're blaming them, they've moved on with their lives, probably living their best damn life, whether they are or not, and you're still sitting here, woe is me, playing the victim. So it really takes you getting to the point where you're sick and tired of your own shit and you're ready to do the work. You have to get to that space before things start to shift. So if I'm going to discuss a couple of things that I feel like I was on autopilot, I'm going to start off with number one, drinking. And listen, your girl loves a little drinky drink. Okay. I'm not even going to lie. I love it. Get off of work. I had a long day. They done got on my damn nerves. First thing, I'm like, oh, happy hour. Gonna have me a couple glasses of wine, have me a little drink. Cooking, music playing, a couple glasses of wine, watching movies, wine, drink, whatever. It's a social thing. And I had become so accustomed to the pattern and the habit of that it was a natural thing for me. It was on autopilot. Like, again, there's times I might not even have the desire, the taste for it, but I'm cooking dinner and like my body automatically seems like it just go in the refrigerator and pour a glass of wine. And I just drink it. It might not even taste good. But it got to the point where I was like, this is number one, hurting my pockets. Number two, it is stunting my growth when it comes down to my fitness journey. Also, waking up in the morning like I've been out in the Sahara Desert for 5 days and haven't drank water in 5 days. And just not sleeping well, and really realizing like, hey, this can become excessive very, very quickly. So I had to really take a step back and check in with myself and check myself and say, hey, we got to do a little work here, and I've tried to do the cold turkey. I'm not drinking ever again. But one thing I've learned throughout my journey is that anytime you decide that you're going to just not do something completely is when you're going to have like a solid 5-6 days, maybe a month, and then you're going to binge like crazy. Because it's not about like completely restricting yourself. It's about creating healthy habits in the sense of they're sustainable. And it's something to where you're not restricting yourself, but you are replacing the not so good habits or the excessive habits with something that's more sustainable and that's not going to completely derail your life, right? So the second autopilot for me is spending money. I'm gonna sip on that one. Ooh, child. Baby. Listen, I'm expensive. I'm expensive, bitch. Like if I want it, I'm gonna get it. If I like it, it's mine. If it come in 3 different colors, I'm gonna get all 3 different. And I have been that way my entire life. Shout out to my mom and dad that created it. But I have been that way. And I know that there are a lot of us that are the same way. You know what I mean? Like we work all the time and we're like, damn it, I deserve this. I deserve it. I'm not going to sit here and go to work every day, all day long, and then I can't enjoy the fruits of my labor. Absolutely not. We're not doing that. But you 100% can be on autopilot when it comes down to you just buying things and just living a certain lifestyle that is just, you've become accustomed to, and you're not even taking inventory on it. You're not even like sitting down and saying, hey, does this still sustain me? Is this still sustainable? Or am I doing too goddamn much? Right. And so for me, my spending used to be about shopping and clothes and all that stuff. But child, now within like the last 2 years, it has really been about an experience. I started enjoying going to happy hours or going to a beautiful restaurant and finding me a nice little cozy space where I can, have my glass of wine, get me a nice cute salad. I'll set up my cell phone and put my earpieces in, turn on a movie, and boom, I had a whole experience, baby, a whole experience. And I am in my jam. I am in my jam. And so I started doing that. Like it started off maybe twice a week and then it just like progressed. And what I realized here recently, because one thing about me is I like to ask questions to myself. I'm the type of person where it's like if someone says the sky is blue, I'm like, okay, why is it blue? Like I ask questions. I want to know, you can't tell me the sky is blue and I'm just going to believe it. I want to research. I'm a researcher. I want to ask questions. So I ask myself questions and I'm like, why is it beyond the fact that this might be good food, good drinks, good whatever, that I like doing this? And I come to realize that I also like doing it because it is an opportunity for me to feel pampered, right? So like I get to go to a space and they make my food for me. They deliver it to me. They make my drink how I want it and they bring it to me. And if I want more food, I can ask for more food. If I want more drink, I can ask for more drinks. So I have a whole experience here. I'm sitting here chilling, relaxing, and it's beautiful space, beautiful ambiance, and I don't have to cook. And they're treating me. They're not treating me, but they are catering to me in the sense that they are taking care of me. So when you are a person who has been a caretaker for a long time of your life, or you've been someone who has been the person who more so pours into people than you've gotten poured back into, you find spaces like that make you feel poured into. And as beautiful as that can be, it can become excessive, right? And you can start to do that on autopilot. And it becomes a habit. So that's what was happening to me. So I've had to learn yet again, as I said with the drinking, I didn't completely cut it out. I've had to learn how to make it sustainable with my lifestyle. And here's the thing too, right? As I've moved through my journey, I've started to question myself and ask myself, are these things that I'm doing in alignment with the woman that I am now and the woman that I'm becoming and want to be? So when I ask myself those questions, if it doesn't feel like it's in alignment with the woman that I see myself as and who I want to be, it becomes unattractive to me. I'm gonna let y'all pause on that one for a little bit because I need y'all to understand me here. It's not a fake it till you make it. It's if you see yourself as a certain person, if you see yourself as wealthy and successful, and you see yourself as someone who eats clean and works out and is mindful of their finances and all those things, right? If you see yourself as that person, you have to start looking at your daily habits and how you're moving through this life and then say, hey, do these things align with how I see myself and who I want to be? Because if they don't, baby, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. You gotta move on. You gotta create new habits that do align with who you are and who you want to be. That's how you make this thing work. And the more you do that, the more the universe continues to, pull everything together in order to provide that lifestyle and provide everything that's needed to make it happen. But this also goes with relationships, autopilot in relationships. There is times that we have been with the same person for so many years that we do the same things, the same conversations. We know what we're doing on Friday. We do the same thing on Sunday. We have the same sexual positions. We have the same conversations. Like, it is full blown on autopilot. Like, that's how, when you say you know how to finish your partner's sentences, because you are operating on autopilot in your relationship, right? And then sometimes even when you've been with someone for so long, it's like autopilot. I've been with this person for so long. This is what I know. This is who I know. This is a part of my life. This is me. You're moving on autopilot. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that if you are in a situation or a relationship and it's good and you guys are happy, that you moving on autopilot is a bad thing, because yes, you got comfortable. Y'all comfortable. I do believe that you still need to challenge that, and you still need to bring in some oomph and some sparks and some different type of shit, because you can easily get bored. But there are so many people that have been in relationships and they're just in those relationships because they're comfortable. They're on autopilot. I've been with this person for so long. I don't even know how to drive this car by myself. I don't even know what it's going to look like. I might crash this bad boy into a damn tree if I come off of autopilot, because I've been with this person for so long. And so they choose to stay. And they choose to stay. I'm just saying, we have one life, baby. You have to make sure that you are living it in alignment with who you are. And I know walking away from unfavorable situations is not always easy. However, sometimes you look back and you're like, wow, I've given years to a person, and was I happy? Was I ever happy? Or was I just on autopilot? Was I just on autopilot? So again, there's so many different ways that we're maneuvering through in this world on autopilot. They say that if you want to change something, or if you look at your life and there's areas of your life or just your life in general that you're not happy, they say look at your daily habits. Because it's right there. It's right there in your daily habits of what's causing you and what's stopping you from truly reaching your fullest potential. So if we really want to step outside of who we are and really truly become the best versions of ourselves, we have to sit down and take inventory of what we're doing on a daily basis, what we're feeding into, what we're giving our energy to. Baby, I live in a bubble. I live in a full-blown bubble. People be like, girl, did you see da-da-da? Oh my God, such and such this, da-da-da. Did you see the news? And da-da-da? Oh my God, the president, da-da-da. I be like, I didn't see shit. Nothing. I barely even watch the goddamn weather anymore. I got so much shit in my car that I'm prepared for everything. I got rain boots. I got a damn umbrella. I got a fur coat. I got some earmuffs. I got flip-flops. I got... Baby, I'm just prepared, okay? I'm prepared. Whatever happens, if I walk out the house in the morning and I got a goddamn fur coat and by 3 o'clock I need to put my flip-flops on, I got it all with me and I'm prepared, because I have learned that whatever you feed your mind and your soul is what you start to believe. And even if you don't want to believe it, and even if you don't think you believe it, you start to believe it, because you literally are training your mind to say that this is what I want to see more of. It's called the law of attraction. The law of attraction. Whatever you focus your mind on, whatever you focus your attention on, continues to grow. It grows. So if you want abundance and happiness and success and love and beauty and all the amazing things, then baby, you have to focus on all of those things. You have to focus on the beauty and the love and all the fabulous shit, not the negative. So absolutely not. But again, so I'm going to wrap this thing up. But what I do and would like to challenge you guys on tonight during this episode is think about your life. Think about your own life. And then think about where you have been operating on autopilot. And if you have to write it down or journal it or whatever, pray about it, meditate or whatever, but think about the areas in your life that you've been operating on autopilot, right? And then also think about and take inventory, pay attention to your daily habits. Look at how many times you might have a desire to drink. Look how many times you might have a desire to smoke. Look how many times you're scrolling on social media. Look how many times you on Amazon wanting to buy something, all of that. Look at how many times you give 0 F's about what you eat and what you put in your mouth. Think about all of that, because all of those are daily habits that are contributing to you not being able to be the best version of yourself and reach your fullest potential. It is essential that you take stock and inventory and then do the goddamn work. We are in a lifetime where everybody wants everything fast. They want it handed to them on a silver platter, baby. Let me buy it. If somebody can say, I can make your life perfect in 30 minutes, give me $30 million, I bet you the amount of money somebody's gonna try to find $30 million instead of doing the work to make their lives perfect, okay? But I digress. And again, listen, I am so excited again for this show. This is my baby. I became a yoga instructor, and a meditation teacher. So all of this is aligned with who I am. I wanted to align my life with who I am. And if it doesn't feel right and it doesn't align with me and it's not intentionally about who I am as Miss O, I don't do it. I don't subscribe to it. I don't talk to it. I'm not around it. So being a yoga instructor and a meditation teacher, coming back doing the show is me coming back in the space of wanting to grow a community where we come together and help each other grow, where we come together and we heal and we really put out this positive energy and release and be vulnerable enough to say, hey, these are some things I need to work on. And I wanted to be that space to where you can come and say, I'm going to get a nugget from Miss O today. Miss O going to bring me a little something. I wanted you to be able to share it so that your mama and your sister and your cousin and your uncle and your friend and your baby daddy and whomever else can listen and be like, okay, I got something for that. I got something from that dose of L. But again, I want to thank you guys so very much for tuning in with me tonight. It is such a beautiful space to be in, and I'm so excited. I know I keep saying I'm excited, but I genuinely is, because everything that I've been doing from this point on is because it's been in my heart, and I know that God has put it on my heart to be in these spaces to help people. So to be able to do this and feel like I'm giving something, hopefully, that people are taking from this experience is all that matters to me. And I just want you to remember that this is your space to reflect, to reset, to ground yourself, and again, to literally take what it is that you need. I mean, you may get some things. Sometimes you might not get some things. Sometimes you could be like, I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I don't know what it's going on. But whatever it is, this is your space to get what it is that you need out of it. And again, thank you so much. And we're going to take this one dose at a time. Thank you again. And